Yo, it's been nuts. It's been a little cray cray. I know it's been some serious doom and gloom, and it's only Tuesday. Well, hopefully, we'll be able to lighten all that up for you as we bring on a very special guest to help us laugh, even if just for a little. All on today's Making Learning Addictive. Always technical difficulties, right? When you really don't want them. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're actually going to hop in with a little conversation to help lighten things up, a little. Tech today. Get off my screen, man. Get off my screen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Making Learning Addictive. I know it's been a minute. My rust was showing just a tad bit there, but we want to thank you for joining us tonight. For those that are watching us on replay later on, we appreciate the love. Much love to you. Been away for a bit for 2021, but promise you, we coming back strong in 2022. So make sure you check us out. Prior to getting to our guests, I do want to let you know that we do have 2 more shows that we got coming up the rest of this week, because the idea is we want to actually help elevate what's going on with our educators today. So we're going to try to give away a little shopping money, if that's okay. So tonight we're going to give away 2 $50 gift cards on Amazon. We'll do the same on Friday. We'll do the same on on Sunday. But on Friday, we've got coming up Scott Nunez, as we talk about the EDU questions that need to be answered. We'll do a top 10 on that. And then on Sunday, we'll bring back the quiet storm while we play a little culture tags as well. So we'll give away some cash then, along with a couple of sets of culture tags, as well, the game, in itself. So make sure you join us then. It's going to be exciting. But without further ado, please allow me to bring on our very special guest. We're going to skip the bio and the intro and all that kind of jazz, because I already messed up on the tech. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andre Dowdy.
Let's go, man. Sound effects too. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, we try to do something like that. Yeah. How you doing, man?
Man, I can't complain, man. Hey, real talk. Just a moment ago when you said it's just Tuesday, man, I felt that in my soul. I felt that in my soul. It is just Tuesday. This is the longest Tuesday ever,
dude.
It's just Tuesday, man.
That's incredible, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, what's going on with you? I'll bring up the bio, but ladies and gentlemen, make sure you do check out Andre's website. Banners down below at andredowdy.org. Make sure you check everything out about him, because he's got a lot of things that we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
But we're also going to get into real nitty gritty of how we can really handle, the state that we're in right now with a little laughter. Is that all right?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Man. Yeah. I was the kid. Basically, man, my bio is simple. I'm that kid in the class who was always in trouble growing up. I could do the work, man. My mom was an educator. My dad didn't play, parents don't play with the school. Mom and dad was like, do your work. So yeah, I did the work. But after finishing the work, like, I would make beats. I would whistle without moving my mouth. I would, the snare was my pen or pencil. My hand was the bass. The table was the 808 machine,
There you go.
And doing all of that. And I would get kicked out. Pretty much.
But, why is that? Because that's you're describing my son, my second son, and he would get in trouble for dancing or singing in the back of the classroom or making beats or, things of that nature.
Yeah.
And it created a keynote that I did, called How to Learn to Love Even That Kid.
Ooh.
Because he was always that kid that was always moving, always making beats. And the teacher, I'm gonna tell you this. Teacher called me one day. She says, Mr. Smith, I can't keep Jackson from singing in the classroom. So I said, okay, what is he singing? Have you asked him what he's singing? She said, well, it's the song that I was playing, in the classroom. I was like, What did you expect?
Yeah,
What, you just got it on for mood music? No,
right.
my son is musical, so you put a song on, he gonna get down.
That's exactly, man. That literally that was me. They would try to do classic, classical tunes and Beethoven's fourth and this and Mozart that. And in my head, I'm like, oh, we can do a beat with that. So imagine before before Nas did I Know I Can using Beethoven's for at least like that's happening. I mean, that was my life. Literally.
That is what's up, man.
I finally got a chance to join band, and I remember sharing the story of the first time what I heard in my head all of the time, hearing it musically, man, blew my mind to the point, man, that's when I fell in love with music. I got an opportunity to go to HBCU called Langston University on a band scholarship, was a part of the drum line there. And I was going to be a music teacher, man. I was going to be a band director because, once you go to an HBCU and you're in the band, band looks totally different from any other perspective. Like you want to show style that band, because, man, we would show style that band against Grambling State, against Texas Southern, whoever came anywhere in Oklahoma or where we traveled. And then the switch happened because I thought to myself, when was the first time I had a black male teacher? And it was my band director in middle school.
Wow.
So I thought, well, what if I could be an elementary teacher and do the same things and not kick those kids out when they're making beats, or, sharing with them like, man, that's a dope talent. That was a good beat. What did you do right there? And do that at the elementary level.
That's what's
so
up.
I changed my major, became an elementary educator, man.
Dude.
And, yeah.
What took us so long to connect? Come on now. That's so my life right there.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that you sharing that. It also catapults you to do some other stuff. I'm going to share this here real quick so folks can see, you've got a lot going on right now.
I do. Yeah.
In case, you've got, on all platforms, you're doing a show on Chew on This. Tell me something about that.
So, man, the way my brain works is that there's meaning in everything. There's a learning lesson in everything. There's perspective in everything. And so the Chew on This came from Langston University, where sometimes that professor would drop a dime on you and you just had to process it. And he's like, man, chew on it. And we remember talking like that tough piece of gristle meat on a steak, and it would take you several times to kind of chew to differentiate the fat from the actual meat. That's where Chew on This came from. And so a lot of the series of Chew on This is just that. Those moments in life where you learn a lesson and you like, oh, this actually can correlate to this or to that or to teaching, or just the experience of not knowing anything. One of the best ones of the Chew on This series to me was driving my mom and her sister to their hometown. And we've always heard about the other side of the railroad tracks. We've always heard about it, but to physically see it and then to hear their stories of the other side of the tracks, man, I was chewing that entire trip home, man. I was like, holy moly, this is heavy. It was so rich and divine. So yeah, man, let's chew on this.
Oh, definitely have to check that out. I promise. I'll be honest, I hadn't checked that one out. What tipped me off to you was the real lessons within. I caught that, somehow searching on YouTube, and I was like, that's a really dope idea. Let folks in on what you're doing with Real Lessons Within.
Yeah, this came straight from the classroom once again. The students were like, hey, Mr. Dowdy, have you seen such and such movie? And I mean, they were like movie pop culture kids. They were the best critics. Come, hey, Mr. Dowdy, don't watch that movie. That movie's trash,
Right.
Whatever. And so here I am. I've got two little kids. And at that time, we were Pixar, DreamWorks, everything. Every Friday night, it was the same Cars movie over and over. And I'm like, I cannot stomach this anymore. So then I started looking at it from a different perspective.
Right.
And next thing I know, man, there was all kind of learning lessons within these movies. And so I started showing them to the kids on a Friday, or doing some of those downtimes when you have like 4 minutes left of class, or 6 minutes and you really don't want to start a new lesson. And the next thing I know, I can't watch movies the same anymore.
Right.
I'm finding my man. We were watching the Avengers. The best part where Cap is broken and he's all hurt, and he's like, on your left, on your six.
Uh-huh.
He turns around and all the dimensions open up. Man, I'm sitting here like, oh, here's a learning lesson. Man, I blew it. So that's the real lesson within. I'm about to start season 3 over the break. Season 1 was all movies. Season 2 was all music.
Okay.
And so now we're going back to movies now that I've had a chance to do some more movies. And I'll be re-releasing them on YouTube as well. Yeah.
Well, why not do musicals then, man? You did the music and the movies. Let's do some musicals.
Yeah, I'm a musical buff. The challenge with the musicals are that they aren't as online. Like you can go to lots of websites and find some of the movies and the clips and the songs and the concerts.
Gotcha.
The concerts, as far as the musicals, I mean, you can find In the Heights, you can find Rent, maybe a clip of Wicked, you can find the whole musical of Hamilton. But some of the other ones, they're just not there yet.
Yeah, keep it legal. Keep it legal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then another one before we jump in, our purpose for the day is something that I'm really, really, really excited about because you're doing it with your partner, your wife.
Yeah.
See what had happened, which is a statement that is constantly said in this house.
Straight up. That is an urban slang if I've never heard one. Man.
Yeah. My son get in the car, see what had happened, Dad. I don't even know what, why he in trouble, but he's already explaining.
And it's going to be a good story. When someone ever says, see what had happened was, and it kind of makes it together, and it's a good story. We're going to lean in on it. And then once again, this is just something that happened in our school. At the time when I was in the elementary, in the classroom, or in the middle school, in the classroom, you would hear some of the funniest stories in school. And that funniness, that laughter, that helped push you through some of those rough days. And so my wife is also an educator. We come home and she's like, let me tell you what happened. And then, or I would tell her like, man, see what happened was, and the next thing we know, like, there are more people with these stories. Why aren't we sharing them? And so see what had happened is just that, sharing stories in education, from the good, the bad, and everything in between. The funniest one that I've heard so far, and this is just season 1, was there was a man teacher, and he had a partner, a colleague who was pregnant, and they all put their food in the refrigerator, like in the teacher's lounge refrigerator. And him not knowing, just busyness of the day, he goes in, he grabs the pregnant woman's food, takes it back up to his room, and I mean, he's just woofing it down, and I mean, he absolutely just slaughtered that lunch food. Now it's time to work. So he's back in class teaching, and he gets an email along with the rest of the school, and they were like, how dare someone eat this pregnant woman's food? So he types back like, how dare they? They should not. Y'all know she's pregnant. And then inside of the email, she replies like, yes, and this was a special diet because such and such and so and so. So once again, he's in the email like, how dare they? And then he looks out the corner of his eye and he notices that he's got the wrong Tupperware. So man, I was crying, trying to hold in that laughter. Just, man, those stories like that keep us lifted, keep us encouraged, keep us motivated, and they make us laugh, man.
Yeah, and that's key.
Yeah,
we know we're all going through, right now. It's been a tough, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
For a lot of folks, and I know that currently, right now, there's a no negativity challenge that's going on, on Twitter, and people are just trying to be intentional, about finding the light in certain situations, of finding the laughter. And I thought it was a great idea to bring you on, to bring in some laughter, because we all know that laughter truly is, medicine.
It is,
for a lot of folks. So you've got this this show called Laugh a Little. And I've been checking it out. I especially love, when you bring on these little young folks writing samples. And I remember as an educator, the year that I taught second grade, you know, how much that I saw. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait to get to back to middle school. But sitting back and looking at that, those were laughable moments,
Oh yeah.
as well as teachable moments at the same time. So ladies and gentlemen, I asked Andre to bring in his top 10, from Laugh a Little. Well, I'm going to go through those, and like I said, for those that are joining, we will give away those gift cards at the end of the show, and we'll show you how to do that in just a moment. So let's get into it.
Yeah. And here's the cool thing about these Laugh a Littles. They're not just for me. They're for all of us, man. Just finding those small moments in your school day, because especially once when you get to school, your brain goes straight, education, curriculum, teaching, cover classes, cover this, and you get bogged down with the day. And there are some moments that we just could easily laugh in the middle, and we don't, or we overlook it, or we forget about it until way much later, and then we forgot the funny story, or we forgot the funny comedic bit that the student did. And so that's exactly where this Laugh a Little came from. Just taking just a little bit of moment to laugh a little, man.
Love it, love it, love it. So I'm actually going to pull it up on the screen here real quick.
Okay.
I'll let you run through them for us.
Sure. All right. So here's number 10. And once again, anytime I find them on the internet, I'm just going to share them. It's just that simple. If your listeners or your watchers, if you all have any Laugh a Littles, please, by all means, tag me on it. I would love to take a look at it and then laugh a little with you. This first one, this is my number 10. And this one was really simple. The word was cup. And what the teacher wanted the student to do was to describe the type of cup. And this student put red Solo cup. And what makes this so funny is there is a country song called Red Solo Cup. So here I am really giggling and laughing because this kid had that song in his or her or they head when writing this down. So that made me laugh. Man, I was cracking up seeing this one.
See, I wonder what region that came from.
Oh, I can tell you right now. The South. I can tell you right now. The South. Because I want to say that's Toby Keith, I think.
I think it is.
Yeah, and he's right here from Oklahoma.
Yeah, right.
100% sure. And I'm not gonna lie, that's a bop. That's a good song, man. It's a pretty good song. It's a pretty good song. If you all haven't heard it or watched it, check it out. Check out his live version. It's pretty funny.
Check out his live.
Yeah.
All right.
There's number 10. Number 9 is this one. The question was, what does mom want for Christmas?
What?
And this student said, Mom wants some wine.
What?
And mom is absolutely right. We want to drink. Now, for those who partake in adult beverage, I feel you. After that long day of work and the kids got on your everlasting nerve, or that long day of work and your coworkers, or those meaningless meetings where it could have been an email, and you just finally get home. For this student to analyze mom enough to know what mom wants for Christmas, man, this makes me laugh. And then I love this because this is an inventive spelling where the student hears the word and the student perhaps doesn't know all the phonetics, the I before E or the consonant vowel consonant blend sound. So this student just spelled best he surely could or they could.
If mom get that wine, she's gonna be winning.
Yeah, and that looks like a big cup of wine too. It would have straw on it.
Right, with a straw.
Oh, so once again, just laugh a little, Number 7. This came from a student named Hope. And the question was, the statement was, name the quadrilaterals. And so Hope literally named the quadrilaterals. Bob.
She gave them names.
Tedison? I've never heard of Tedison. I've heard of an Edison. So we put Ted and Edison together. Kate, Harry with one R. Hope just said, okay,
that's funny.
You want me to name it? All right, here we go. I'm gonna give them names. Here's number 7. Marcus is the strongest kid in second grade. He used to lift only 12 pounds. Now he can lift 97 pounds. How much more can he lift? The student was like, I'm not solving the problem. Marcus is on steroids.
Some water.
The critical thinking used the higher order thinking skills on this student to quickly identify, wait, you went from only 12 pounds to 97?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, Marcus is on steroids.
That's
hilarious. I love it. Here's the next one. Now, this one, once again, we're talking inventive spelling.
I saw this.
Yeah. And I won't give it away. I won't say it. But for those who are watching, you can just see that the student was trying to spell the word tights. And once again, not understanding phonemic awareness and understanding the rules of spelling and phonics. The student tried his, her, or they best to say tights. And T is for tights, but it's for something else. All right, so here's my top 5 here. If you ever get a chance to, it used to be called Funny Exam Answers. And basically what this does is all of the students who perhaps cannot get the answer correct, they try to bargain through drawing, through illustrations. So I'll scan through a few real quick here. This student, instead of just trying to answer the question, this student just drew over the question and the framing there. Let's see if we can get another one. Here's another one. Wanting to know about functions. This student just said, I'm gonna draw a tree. Because I have no idea about this math. I'm just gonna draw a tree.
Some mad art skills though going on.
Here's another one. They want you to use the simple effects. And once again, the student's like, I have no idea how to explain it. So let me just draw it, put it on the conveyor belt, and just keep rocking. Or another one. Here's another math one, and this person's like, I don't know. So let me draw this robot from Futurama.
Right, exactly. That's pretty good.
What I love about this one is that the teacher acknowledged the student and wrote the word nice in red and gave the student a +2 from it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's it. So you're winning right there. There are just so many just different examples of all these different students who are like, I have no idea what the answer is. So let me just draw something and hope. Like this one. What is stopping it? Oh no, the elephant is in the way. So the elephant is the thing that's stopping it. I love students because students, they're funny. And if we can just find a little bit of moments to laugh a little throughout the day, I promise you, it makes your day even better there. So there's my number 5. Here's my number 4. And I'll push play on this one. This one, we have a little child, and the little child was learning how to count. And this is the fun way this child learned how to count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready, go! 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha.
And I mean, she is giving me every bit of that shimmy.
I'm gonna get a snort out of me.
Yeah. And to look at her size and for her to already understand the concepts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, she knew when to go, and she knew after every 2 steps, we're gonna dance a little bit. So she gave me a little bit of the cha-cha. I love that one. Here's my number 4. Now, this is me coming out of bathroom humor just a little. The student, the Mrs. Clark was sick. And so this student just wanted to write a lovely letter to Mrs. Clark. And the letter reads, I heard you did not feel good. Fell, spelled wrong there. Well, when that happens, here's a trick to learn. Just go cool.
Hold the honesty of our kids.
Yeah.
It always makes me feel better.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking in my head as a teacher, we never get chances to take restroom breaks.
Right.
So this kid, once again, the higher order thinking skills to analyze, to synthesize, like, oh, Mrs. Clark's stomach is hurting. Well, when my stomach hurts, let me just slide this letter to Miss Clark. Miss Clark, you got gas. Just go poop, Miss Clark. I love students. Students make me laugh all the time. Here's my number 2. And so far, nothing has been better than this one. The setup to this is sometimes our parents, with good intentions, they may not be the best at building or fixing things. And so this parent is trying to get the young girl to get on a bike that this parent just put together. And
I ain't moving. I'm still. You gotta put your feet on the pedal though.
What you mean, no?
That student's apprehensive.
Might be for a reason.
Let's go in the house.
Students like, let's go in the house. That baby knew. That baby was like, nope, not today. That baby knew something. That parent didn't want to listen to the baby. The baby was like, nope, we need to take this in the house. Like, take this in the house. I put this together. And the parent falls. I must have cried at least 50, 11 times watching this one, man.
Oh my goodness.
If this had gone to America's Funniest Videos, it probably would have won $100,000. Because that baby absolutely knew, man.
Definitely a lesson in listening to our kids, y'all.
Yeah. That baby had intuition that the parent didn't, and that was it right there. My last one, here's my number 1 that I've seen so far, and I can't wait until graduation season comes because I'm pulling this one right back out. The setup here is, imagine a college graduation, and we just gonna do what we normally do at a college graduation. Get up there, shake hands, look for your parents or your family in the audience, wave, do a dance, whatever. Here's what happened here. To do a backflip. It's already difficult to do a somersault, but then you have on a robe and your cap. And then when you do a backflip, you have to remember to tuck your legs. Your hands have to cuff around your legs to get the full rotation. My man jumped up. He didn't land well. Oh, not at all. Not at all. Real tears when I saw this, man.
Oh,
straight up real tears, man.
I'm crying now.
And then the funniest part of that is after he missed the landing, the entire crowd was like, "Ooh!"
Hey, he got the attention he was looking for.
He sure did. He sure did. And then I'm just imagining what that walk-off looks like. Because you got to get up and pretend like you're not hurt. And so you got to kind of play it off, put your hat back on, your cap, you straighten out your gown. You still got to shake the person's hand. They're looking at him disgusted, like, how dare you?
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be mad. I'd just be rolling. You tried that, didn't you?
That would have been me. Literally, that would have been me. I would have walked up some steps laughing hysterically loud. You wouldn't have gotten that degree, diploma, box, little case thing that we get. Oh, he would have heard every bit of my laugh. Every bit of it. He got famous for it, just the wrong reasons. And that's exactly what I try to do, man. I try to just find some moments. I search the internet on my free time and just find some moments to laugh a little because it is that important in our lives.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you bringing it on, hurting my sides right now from laughing. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. That's real. Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for joining us. We are actually going to give away this gift card just because. Just because.
Yeah.
Here's what I need you to do. In the comments section, if you go ahead and type in laugh a little, that'll put you into the drawing. You have to type in laugh a little. Make sure you spell it right. No inventive spelling right now. I spelled it out for you. You should be able to get there. So laugh a little. If you put that in there, we'll go ahead and do a quick drawing for your chance to win one of those gift cards. As we thank now. I see folks on different platforms. I know they're probably trying to find the comment section. I think I left the comment section open on all the channels. we about to find out. We only see one of those entries in there right now, but we'll leave that up here just a second. So, somebody's got some comments here. Here's some thanks here real quick. Thanks for getting me to laugh a little.
Absolutely.
Tonight, gents.
Yeah.
Not a problem. There's Tabitha. You got to put it. You have to put the hashtag though.
Uh-oh.
Tabitha, I apologize. I should have clarified. You have to do hashtag laugh a little. My apologies. Hashtag laugh a little. That's how that works. And if all those people that are on, if I only get one entry, that person may get both gift cards.
Let's go. Yeah.
Cross
your fingers, Tabitha. Cross your fingers. Let's go.
Well, Tabitha ain't one of them. She didn't put the hashtag.
She didn't do it. Let's go, Tabitha. Let's do it.
Come on.
Retype it.
So, all right. So while we waiting on folks to do that here real quick, I do have how they can get connected with you. This is on all platforms. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. So name all the platforms that we're talking about.
So just whatever your vibe is. One thing that we do as educators very well is we adjust. We're flexible. And so if your zhuzh and your vibe is still Facebook, I'm on Facebook. What I love about this is that we as educators aren't just monoliths. So we just don't do the laugh a little. There's all different types of greatness and all different resources that you can help being an educator, no matter your grade level, K all the way through 20, post-grad, high school, you name it, it's there. So if you want to find me on Facebook, I'm at Andre Dowdy, spelled Daughty. I know it doesn't read like Dowdy. It reads like Dottie, but I'm right there with it. Or if you're on Twitter, I'm right there, the same thing, Andre Dowdy. Instagram, Andre Dowdy. My daughter just got me on TikTok and Snapchat, and I was like, nah. She's like, Dad, trust me, you need to be on that. So now I am on TikTok and Snapchat. Once again, Andre Dowdy. Instagram, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm also on there too. Same thing, Andre Dowdy. All of the laugh a littles will be there. Some of the clips from See What Had Happened, our podcast is there. The Chew on This, it'll be right there as well. The Real Lessons Within, all of those things right there. And then also on YouTube. So if you're a person who prefer watching it versus listening, I'm on YouTube. Join in the journey with us and laugh a little, grow a little, all those things, man.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate you sharing all of that out. So let's make it real quick so we can go ahead and end this show here. I only got a couple of entries, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw.
Okay.
Look at that. One or two of y'all going to come up. I just want to do it for the fun of it because I want to see the confetti. So, Dr. Dan.
All right, Dr. Dan.
You get the first card. And let's just go for effect. Let's go ahead and get the second one. If Dan come up again.
If he comes up again, that's something else.
Yeah, that would be something else. I hope I fix it.
Hey, Tabitha. Psych. Tabitha, psych.
No, we'll split it between y'all two. Make sure you DM me on any of one of those platforms that you're watching on, and I will make sure that you get your $50 gift card. We'll actually send it through email. That way you can spend it right away.
Nice.
Right away. So once again, brother, I appreciate you joining us. Like I told you offline, I wore my OU hat just for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
As you represent OKC.
Yeah.
That's Oklahoma City for those that don't know. Just
oh, they gotta know. Come on, we're the Thunder. You gotta know. Like, you know who OKC is. Let's do this. Come on, yeah.
Yeah, you assuming too much. No, for real. And I do understand that you're going to be in this way in a couple of months, if that's right. You're coming to
That is
TCA?
correct. Yeah, I'm headed to TCEA. Believe it or not, man, that was a dream. When I first started this thing after leaving the classroom, on my vision board, I had 4 major conferences. And
Really?
this was one of them. And I remember applying and getting that not yet letter. And I thought, well, okay, it's just not my timing. I wasn't upset. I just continued. And then all of a sudden I get the knock on the door or the email. And I was like, wait, what? And so that right there is a chew on this. Because our dreams are not dead. Even though we dream it in year 1, and we may not get it in year 1, that doesn't mean it's dead. It just means it's not yet.
Yeah.
And so still pursuing that dream, still pursuing your passions, those talents that your students have in the classroom. You may not get that return of investment that first year. That doesn't mean it's not going to come. And so I'm so elated and so excited to come hang out with TCEA. And man, I got 3 sessions that I'll be doing there. And I'm going to hang out with a whole bunch of folk in Dallas. I'm excited. Let's go. I'm really excited about this opportunity and ready to connect and to learn.
All right. That's what's up. Coming to my hometown. We'll definitely connect.
Okay.
You know, and we'll connect with some other folks. I probably will bring my broadcast equipment with me.
Ooh.
So we can go live. I've done that in several TCEA. So,
okay.
You know, Sarah, what's up, Sarah? Just let me know what you need. Just throwing that out there, you know. I'll be there with my company as it is anyway. So
okay.
We'll be doing our thing. So I can't wait to see you then, man. It has been truly a pleasure having you on. I'm mad that we haven't connected, you know, sooner, you know, than
Once
this.
again, there's that timing because
everything happens within his timing.
That's it. And I appreciate the conversation, man. All the love. Thanks for having me today as well. And man, this is just the beginning. We're just getting started now, man.
Indeed, man. I appreciate everything you've doing. Say hello to the family as well. Yeah. Thank you for doing that with your wife, because that means a whole lot to me. Baby, you hear that? They're doing the show together.
Let's go, baby. You got this.
Okay.
Let's go. We'll be your first guest when y'all launch. Let's do it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we once again thank you for joining us on Making Learning Addictive. We appreciate the support that you've given us over the years. Sorry for taking so long to get back at you, but like I said, we'll do a couple of shows for this year, and then we'll wrap up 21 with another countdown, some more giveaways, and then we're coming at you strong in 2022. We love you. Make sure you check out what we've got going on. Like I said, on Friday, actually it says Thursday. Once again, technical difficulties. But on Friday, we bring in our man on here with you, and then on Sunday, the show, The Quiet Storm. We see y'all then.